Hello everyone, Resin86 here, bringing you another replay, this time in the T29, and mainly for two reasons. One, Journey decided that he wanted to see his sexy ass again in another replay, so here he is. And second of all, this is a boss tank. I love this tank. Now here I'm platooned up with Engine, who's there in his T29, right to my left, and Journeyman, who's in his AMX M445 on the grind to the AMX 5100. And I chose this replay firstly for the personal satisfaction of getting to see Journeyman die, and second of all because it demonstrates how good the T29 is in at least relative hold-down positions. So we start off going to the southern River Creek. Journey's in front. We've got an IS with us, an ELC decides to play a little bit of peekaboo with an A43, who gets his ass kicked. Engine gets the final shot, and we keep moving up because we cannot stay here, not with an artillery in play, and the fact that this position here, if another tank gets into the riverbed, it is a very vulnerable position. So we try to push up as much as possible towards the beachhead, and see what we can find, see what we can destroy, and maybe bottleneck them in the bridge. So we spot a KV3. A lot of their heavies are up north, so we're going to take this opportunity to push. The IS somehow, for some odd reason, decides to fire exactly when Engine is going right through. Luckily it was just a bounce. We get our first penetrating hit. A little bit of a low roll, but that's fine. We're aiming for the lower glacis of the KV3, but a point that I will attend to later is the accuracy of this gun. It's not that great. And remember the personal satisfaction? There it is. Journeyman's dead. We spot an IS. Fire at him, we probably hit him. Engine takes out the KV3. Aiming for the turret rink of this T29, because we can't see that much more of him. We bounce anyway. Engine gets a nice hit on him. There's the IS again. We did hit him. That time we didn't. I get a final shot on the IS. The IS kills the T29, and we're moving up. Now, all of their heavies, a lot of their tanks in general, are at the D3, D4, C5 area, especially the TOG. Oh, we love to kill TOGs. Eventually, I'll show a replay of myself or a friend in a KV2 utterly destroying a TOG. So I decide to go uphill. Engine is going to go down into the riverbed. From here I can get great shots, I can get great angles on everybody. Poor TD there is about to go down, there he is. And I take up a sniping position. And this Tiger P, I miss him there, or I bounce him, I'm not sure, but this Tiger P has no clue what is going on in this game. Look at where I'm firing at. I hit him, he stops, and retreats. You don't need an accurate damage mod to know from where a shot is coming from. The fact that he gets a penetrating shot from the side, and he's about to get into cover, and then he stops and retreats, basically means that he has no clue how the mechanics of this game works. There he is spotted again. He has his front to me, but I managed to hit him in the turret, and he's dead. Another of the T29s comes up. This one is the one that has the 3 kills. Engine gets a good shot on him. I'm aiming for the engine deck. I just track him, and the Hellcat gets the last shot. Now, T29, KV-1S, a TOG. I could just get hit by the T29. An Easy 8 is still alive as well, but they're all, except for the T29, around the D4 area. So I pull up to this rock, mainly because this was from here the T29 shot. And we spot a TOG who starts hitting engine. I aim, and another point for the accuracy of the gun. A critical hit on the tracks of a TOG. Even if it is at 400, 500 meters range. We keep aiming at the TOG's general direction, despite we don't know if he's here. The T29 shows himself. He spots me. He misses. I don't. TOG shows himself again and disappears again. The little scout shows up. I did not notice the mountain because of the foliage. The TOG gets our engine. And notice we do not repair it immediately. There's a reason, because we don't really need it. We definitely hit the T29 there. He misses, he hits the rock. And this is a great hold-down position right here. I get a snapshot on the Panzer 38 NA before he retreats back into cover. T29 shoots again and misses. Now we see the TOG. We aim at him, we fire. It seems to go a little bit to the right, but apparently it didn't, and hit the side of his turret. We keep aiming this way, hoping to see the T29 again. But no dice, so we turn to the KV-1S. I jiggle to see if his silhouette comes up, but no, it doesn't. He's behind the mountain. So now only the T29 and the KV-1S are alive. Keep aiming in the general direction of the T29. Engine goes around to flank. Try and flank the KV-1S. There he is. He gets spotted. He's going down into the riverbed, which is probably not the smartest idea in the world. I hit him. A little bit of a high roll would be great, but the Hellcat ends up getting that kill. He's on 5, I'm on 4. That's goodbye to my Top Gun. It doesn't matter. T29 shows himself. Aiming. Get a nice shot on the top of his turret. He turns perfectly and I get the last shot. That's 5 kills, 2900 damage. Now, onto the score screens. We got just shy of 60,000 credits and 2,000 XP. We managed to fire 22 shots, of which 19 hit. Only 14 penetrated, which goes towards the accuracy of the gun, which I will get into in a bit. Managed to do 3,229 damage. We took 6 hits, only 2 of them penetrated, for a potential damage of 1,080. We managed to damage 8 enemies and destroy 5 of them. Alright, let me just state for the record that I love this tank. But it has its shortcomings. Despite the fact that most people, myself included, believe that this is the best tank, unequivocally, undoubtedly, the best tank at tier 7. But the thing is, despite the gun depression, and despite the monstrous turret, and the hull-down potential of this tank, which is huge, the gun, in my opinion, is lacking. It has not a slow reload, but it's not a fast one either. it's got horrible, horrible accuracy. 0.42 accuracy. And this carries on to the T32. The thing is, you notice that we shot 22 rounds, 19 hit, which shows that the accuracy isn't all that bad, but the fact that we couldn't aim for weak spots, or the fact that when we aimed for weak spots, the shot went elsewhere, resulted in the 14 penetrations, which means 5 bounced, despite we knew where to shoot them. But in the end, what gives this tank its title of the best tank overall at tier 7, in my opinion, is the fact that the accuracy doesn't really matter that much. Because if you find the spot for your tank, if you find that spot where you can get Hulldown and where you can fire at enemies with them having an almost impossible shot at you, maybe just at your commander's cupola, which is bouncy in itself. The thing is, you are able to absorb shots, and a lot of them. There's a reason why, for example, in World of Warcraft and other MMORPGs of the same kind, the first person that goes into the fight with a boss is called a tank. The tank absorbs shots, the tank takes the damage, and it is the tank that allows the rest of the team or the rest of the party to survive and to ultimately achieve victory. And this T29, for these intents and purposes, is the perfect definition of a tank. Anyway, guys, I think I've gone on for long enough. If you liked what you saw, remember please to leave a comment, give it a like, or subscribe. By the way, from now on, there will be a video uploaded every Sunday, at least for the time being. And just for good measure, let's just watch Journey explode again. Alright guys, there's going to be more to come, so stay tuned.